believe, receive. Now, if you watch The Secret, if that's where you found Bob, you've heard it before. It's a very common statement. Asking is given, the book that Nate referenced very beautifully. It's Esther Hicks wrote that book through Aram. And that whole book is all about asking and understanding how to let the good into your life. Okay, it's actually what we're talking about tonight. So I want you to think about it just before we go into this and get real deep here, because we're going to reference Think and Grow Rich as well. What do you think this means for you? Ask, believe, receive. You've heard it before. What does it mean? Because if you understand this, this is like a little simple equation to understand to get whatever you want. So hopefully we got this, right? To get whatever you want in life. So maybe add some comments right into the chat box there on what you think it's all about. And reflect on, are you living this every day? And you actually don't, you know the answer right away by looking at your results. You know where anyone's mind is. Nobody can argue with it. You know where your mind is by looking at results. Your business results, your monetary results, your relationships, everything in your life. If it's going supremely awesome, you know your mind's in a great place. If it's not really going anywhere, which most of you are not in that space, but if it's not going really anywhere, you know where that mind is. Bill has some good insights there. Jim and Lorraine have some good ideas. Claire has some good ideas chiming in. Good. Art. Walter. Armando. Some exceptional ideas. All of you are right on what you're talking about. All right, let's go through it. All right, ask, believe, receive. By the way, that was Jim Rohn that you listened to the audio getting onto this call here. That was Jim Rohn talking about asking and receiving and understanding the process of this years and years and years ago. Okay, so Jim Rohn brought to the table a lot of these ideas to the world in a different fashion. Now, ask, believe, receive is nowhere near anywhere new. In fact, it's in a lot of religious texts and things throughout thousands of years of history. However, it's different perspectives that will allow you to understand it. You, here and now, on this call, listening in a different light than ever before, and understanding how I can ask this universe that we're in exactly what I desire, and start this process of believing and understanding how to shift everything within in order for me to be ready to receive the good that I desire. Key word is ready. You have to be ready to receive the good. You have to be ready on a vibrational level in order to have the good enter. Nate, you are now ready internally for those new people to enter your business, okay? The people that aren't having as much progress, they are not ready on a subconscious belief level to receive what they're expecting, what they desire. It's not that they're doing anything wrong. They just need to keep being persistent in the auto-suggestion of this thing until your frequency of state matches what you desire. And as soon as that state fuses together, bang, that's when it starts to happen and it unfolds in your physical world. Okay, so let's go over one at a time here. Ask. So I encourage you to jot some notes down, make maybe a little kind of lines at the top there and 2 lines down where the arrows are. Okay, make a little chart. And think about ask. Put your ideas at the very top. What do you think ask means? When it says ask, because that's kind of like, well, who am I supposed to ask? God on a cloud? Asking something that you really, really want, calling out and shouting out, God, I want this great Lamborghini. Can you give it to me tomorrow? Is that what asking is? Or what does it mean? What does it mean for you? Some of you just jump on the call here. Good to see you. Okay. Hopefully you got some ideas rolling. All right, asking. Okay, so you heard Jim actually talk about this, Jim Rohn, a little bit when we were listening in. Okay, asking. Ask for what you want. Now, what does that mean? Set the intention for what you want. setting the actual intention. Before you have things happen, what do you want to happen next week? What do you want to happen next month, next year? Writing these things down and journaling them and going through our TIR program has this. Lesson 4, Secret Genie, has exactly when do you want to wake up? How do you want things to happen? What kind of energy do you want waking up in the morning? Tiny little intentions that we set throughout the entire course. It's all about setting the C-type goal we cover in lesson 1. Writing out your vision, understanding where you're going with complete clarity, with tons of detail. You're asking not through words, you're asking energetically. I hope you got that one there. You are not asking through words. You are asking through vibration or feeling. Okay, hope you got that one. So every day we're automatically asking. We're automatically asking. If you keep thinking about the thing you fear, you forgot to set an intention for what you're about to do, your feeling dominating your mind is the asking. It's not the words that you shout out. It is the feeling that you provide to the universe. That's what you get back. Okay? That's why we've talked about this for many weeks now. If you're brand new here within the last few weeks, okay, this is a little bit different. That oftentimes people are shouting out to the clouds, right? That's what kind of prayer seems to be sometimes. We're shouting out to the clouds saying, God, please, God, help me. I'm in this damn situation and I need some assistance. And they feel like this is the way to pray. And they're shouting and they usually look up and they embrace something. And usually it comes from a place where something terrible is going on. So then they pray. When things have already happened bad, then they pray for a solution that things can turn around from here. Okay? Sometimes prayers are answered and sometimes not. And it seems like this universal power, God, universe, whatever you call it, is victimizing and judging because some prayers are answered and sometimes not. And it's puzzling. It's puzzling to a lot of people because they say, what the hell? Man, I don't know why I asked for help and I don't know. I feel like I'm always in this damn situation. And why me? Why does this keep happening to me? You hear these phrases and words all the time, right? What's the difference? Because it wasn't the words. It was the feeling that person impressed upon this impressive power around us. We are creators, as we all know on this. You hear it from every person on the planet, seemingly understanding now that we understand that we're creators, right? We are a creator. We create through our vibration, not the words that we choose. We don't create that way. We create through the emotionalized thoughts that we have, whether it's fear-based or faith-based. That's why somebody who seemingly has what we call bad luck has it nonstop because they are in that state of mind always. They are in a feeling of always being in a bad place. Or it could go the opposite way. Somebody's just doing always good. Good things are always happening to that person. They feel like they're the luckiest person in the world. They believe they are the luckiest person in the world. Therefore, it comes into fruition as if they are. Pretty good. Any questions before we move on here? Now, that can revolutionize not only everybody here, just with another puzzle piece in this process, but everybody in this world. Just to know that we don't create, it's not words, it's our feeling. And you can show this time after time after time, make an experiment with yourself that says, how I'm going to stay in this positive vibe and stay in this expecting attitude, and you will watch in front of your eyes. I do it every single month, that I set my own intention, I stay in a positive alignment, and boom, okay? Now, things do come up, challenges, yes, but it's not, difficulties and challenges are different. Remember that as we move forward. Okay, challenges are part of the process. It is the opportunity for you to grow in order to get your C-type goal, which you must grow in consciousness to get there. The only way to grow in consciousness is if you have the challenges that are pushing the consciousness upward. That's not exactly how it happens, but you can see that visually. Okay, One other quick thing before we move on to believing. This is a great thing to write down. I hope you're writing everything down with me since it's live writing today, okay? Here's where we are. You've maybe seen this in Bob's seminars before with a little awareness dot. You know, it grows as he clicks the slides, okay? We're just going to be doing a little bit different. It's foggy. You're in that middle piece.